Salut tout le monde, comment ça va? J'espère que vous allez bien. It's going to be a bit of a different video today because I'm just going to sort of speak from the heart, I guess, speak off the cuff as the words come to me. To tell you the truth, when I woke up this morning to do this video, which I will be putting out for you on Wednesday, is that I really didn't feel up to doing this video. You know, it's something that I've been doing for over a year and a half now. Really enjoy it, but just because I enjoy it doesn't mean I'm going to want to do it all the time. And this ties in really well with you and your French, specifically the motivation part. Now, I've kept a promise to myself 95% of the time. I think I've missed maybe 2 weeks since January 2019 of posting a video, something like that. And yeah, I said to myself that because of how YouTube works, because of how growing an audience works, you need to be consistent. You know, enough YouTubers out there say that. And so I said to myself, okay, one video per week, no matter what. And as I say, I've consistently stuck to that for the most part, and that's allowed me to reach more of you. That's more and more of you finding my videos all the time now, and that makes me really happy, and that does push me on. But still, I'll wake up some days like this morning and say, I don't have an idea for this week's video, you know, and I regularly just try and have ideas, and it's tiring. So some days I wake up and I think, I don't want to do a video. I don't know what it's going to be about. I have other stuff to do. But because I know exactly why I'm doing it, that's really what got me to do this today. It's for a multitude of reasons that I managed to get these done, because you guys, knowing that you guys watch my videos and expect them on Wednesday, helps keep me accountable. But the main thing is that I'm accountable to myself, and I found that I cared deeply enough about getting this done every week and the topic I'm talking about, which actually keeps me uploading, keeps me publishing. So like I said, this ties in with your French, because I know a lot of you find trouble with the motivation part, find trouble with doing something consistently, yet you know that if you were to ask yourself why it is you're not progressing as much as you want, it's because you're not being consistent. And this is perhaps because you rely too much on motivation to get the job done. And this is a real flaw with motivation. You know, motivation is something that's external and internal, but a lot of the time it's external. You wait for it to come to you. Whereas really I found to be successful in both the short term and the long term in French, you need to get French done no matter what, in whatever form that you need to get it done, because you can actually provoke, you can actually create motivation. You know, if you start seeing results, you'll be more motivated to go and speak more French, to go and do the thing which made you feel good in the first place. So, but that doesn't come immediately from the beginning. At the beginning, you're going to have to push yourself to actually do it because it feels uncomfortable. Perhaps you're not speaking very often, so the idea of speaking makes you feel uncomfortable. Well, you have to find somewhere inside yourself to get the energy, to get the desire to go and push yourself to do that thing anyway, because most of the time you're going to feel good after it, and that's going to push you to keep on doing it again. So really, I don't want you to be relying on motivation coming out of nowhere. Really, you want to be building self-discipline, because self-discipline will make sure you get your French consistency, and consistency equals progress, and progress equals confidence. Once you get that consistency in, you'll be feeling great, but it won't come automatically if you rely on motivation, which just comes and goes like this. If in those days where you don't feel like doing French, you do it anyway, and you do this often enough, before you know it, you'll be doing at least a bit of French on those days where you don't feel like it, and on the days where you do feel like it, you'll be doing even more. This is really powerful. I've seen it time and time again for myself and for my coaching students. You know, just getting them to do a minimum amount of French per day is really powerful, because then you develop the habit, and then you also develop the strength and the self-discipline to do it when you feel bad, or when you feel low, where you feel terrible about your French. So yeah, my main piece of advice for you, I guess, is to sort of hack that self-discipline, to get that started, is to set yourself a minimum per day that you're going to do. Now you can either do this in advance if you know an activity that makes you feel good about French, or just try out a bunch of stuff, and whatever works, say to yourself, I'm going to do that, I'm going to at least do that every day. If I don't do anything else in French, if I don't have one other conversation, if I don't listen to another song, if I don't practice my writing, I'm going to do this one thing because it feels good. I'm going to keep doing that. So then you know at the end of the day, even when you felt terrible, you did your minimum, and you did yourself proud, and you did yourself justice, and you can then know that that's going to contribute to your long-term French. Trust me, it works. So with the videos, it's the same concept. I do this every week because I enjoy it, but of course sometimes I really don't have any ideas, and that leaves me lacking motivation, but I do it anyway. I find a topic. I've got an ever-growing list of stuff that I know I can talk about or that I want to talk about. And right now it's a bit of a different video because I'm speaking without a script, without notes. I'm speaking from the heart and my experience, but it's making sure that I'm getting that minimum of one video per week done for you guys. And of course, like I said, I have missed a couple of weeks in the last year and a half, but overall I've kept it going. So that's the other thing. Expect yourself not to be perfect. Expect that you won't get that minimum done all the time, but the more you do it, the more you'll expect that of yourself, and that expectation will keep you accountable, and accountability is what makes sure you get the French done. And then, like I say, the next day will come and you'll feel a wave of enthusiasm and motivation for French, but you've generated that motivation because of the work you did the day before. So I guess this video is a bit of a ranty one, but I hope you hear the passion and enthusiasm in my voice, and I hope it's clear enough for you to go and take action with your French on those days where you don't feel like you're doing enough. Because guys, if you don't do it, no one will do it for you. So go and stop relying on motivation. Bring motivation to you through being self-disciplined. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a like to support the channel. Leave your comment down below to tell me what your biggest takeaway was, and also if it helps keep you accountable, do always send me a message anywhere I am online. Subscribe if you're new. I suppose a lot of you that will be watching this till the end will be my strong regular following. So yeah, but do subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next week or every day on Instagram. Alright guys, ciao.